Happy Sunday, y'all. It is approximately 4 o'clock here in the Big AZ, and I thought I will meet you in the kitchen, okay? And ask me what I am doing. I'm gonna make a lazy lasagna. And you're like, how you do that? Well, my son is visiting here from Texas. And a lot of ingredients that I put in my lasagna, he don't like. So he likes simple. No onions, no bell pepper. Ugh, I love onions and bell pepper in my food. But he claims he's allergic. He's over there on the couch resting. He got climate sickness. I ain't laughing, but that's what happened when you're hard headed. You don't want to listen to your mama. But okay, what I got done so far, I got my noodles boiling. I shredded up my cheese. Let me show you my shredder, y'all. This is my shredder. I washed the I washed the attachments. You put the tube in here. It got a crank. It's over there. Let me get it. It got a crank, and you crank it, and it shreds. It's a whole lot better than that handheld grater. So I'm gonna put this back over here because it's still wet because I washed it. And I got my spaghetti sauce. I got my meat. I just gotta get a skillet and get that going. And I normally put ricotta cheese in my lasagna, but they didn't have that, so I'm gonna use cottage cheese. Cottage cheese, you don't taste it. You see it, but you don't taste it. To me, it ain't got no taste to it. I used the whole box of lasagna noodles. I think I put them up. Wait a minute. I used the whole box because normally, y'all, when I make lasagna, and if I use the whole box, I have some left, but I don't like using a half a box because then I gotta find a way to store it. So this is kind of like spur of the moment. When I get the meat going, then I'm just shuffling around the noodles. Y'all need to see those. Let me just tilt you over and show you. Hold on. There's the cheese. Okay. So I know y'all probably saying, well, what's in the aluminum foil on the stove? This morning I made some breakfast burritos. Y'all, I got to feed men the size of football players, and they ain't playing. Yep, so I want to take these noodles out of this pan and transfer them into the bowl when they get done, because I want to use one skillet. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I do have some metal bowls that I purchased from Sam Club, I believe, with the rubber bottom, but I dare not use those, not with these hot noodles. Let me put my grater up. Yep, this is the grater. I got it from Amazon, I believe. I paid like $12 for it. I don't know how much it cost because that was a while ago. Shoot. Yeah, just putting it back in the box. You know, just to make counter space because my counter space is limited. Y'all already know. I'll put some olive oil in the water to stop them from sticking together. And you don't want to cook them all the way done because when you put them in the oven, they're going to continue to cook. Okay, I'm going to be done with this because I ain't going to be all day. Because I'm tired. Those breakfast burritos got me. Going to the store yesterday got me. And y'all, I've been busy. So hold on. Okay, I'm getting ready to put my meat on. Yep, that's turkey. Don't use beef. And this gonna cook down a lot. So it looked like a lot of meat, but it's not. Wait a minute. Let me do something. Okay, what I just did was I put that meat in that skillet. Once I took it out the pack, well, you know, once I took it out the pack, it was kind of bloody. So I just rinsed it off right quick. Okay, and I'm gonna season it. I bought this pesto basil Italian herb. Ooh, where did I get this from? From Marshall's, I believe. Y'all, this stuff is so good. You need to check out Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, where they be selling the food at. Yo, and I got this. This is the rosemary olive oil. I didn't use this baby up. Where I get this from? I don't even say. I believe I got this from Home Goods. And I got the garlic olive oil too. Oh, and you have to put water on your noodles, because if you don't, you can't handle them. I'm using my, let me show, I know y'all want to see what I'm doing, so hold on. Look, what is that? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? What I pulled out that meat. Should I stop and throw this away? I paid $15 for this meat. My wrist. Okay, I'm gonna put some of this seasoning in here because the meat is kind of lean, so it don't have a lot of oil in it. It got a lot of water, but not a lot of oil. I put like three, I don't know, like 3 tablespoons. Because when I put the sauce in there, it's all gonna combine together. Okay. Yeah, that smells good. Okay, I'm cooking the meat so I can make meat sauce. Okay. I'm gonna use all that little garlic in there a little bit. I'm gonna pour some sauce in there. I need a spoon. What I do with a spoon? Turn you around so you can see, okay?
A series of waterfalls flows down like a curtain, creating the illusion of a wall in tears. It's one of the most humid spots on the planet, receiving rain almost daily. Moon Viewpoint, Angola. Located on Angola's southwestern coast, this area resembles the lunar surface, hence its name. The landscape was shaped by wind and rain, eroding the clay soil. Over time, unusual ravines form, displaying vibrant layers of earth and stone. Chapada Diamantina, Brazil. Dating back to the era of Pangaea, this land formation features mountains of unique shapes. Millions of years ago, it was a seabed where sand, silt, and other materials settled, later compacting into rock. Tectonic shifts pushed these layers upward, forming today's plateaus, mountains, and canyons. The mountains have flat tops because they're made of tough rock layers like quartzite, which resist erosion from water. Bromo Tengger Semeru Desert, Indonesia. Amidst desolation, an enormous volcanic caldera dominates the landscape. A vast sea of ash and volcanic sand spreads across the base of the Bromo
That's
that
right there.
Bato and Widow-Waring volcanoes. Winds and the lack of vegetation have preserved this barren surface, creating a nearly lifeless environment. The scene is heightened by Mount Bromo, continuously emitting smoke and ash.
Get the rest of that garlic out of there.
Great Blue Hole, Greenland. Near Belize's coast, the Caribbean Sea holds a mysterious circular marine sinkhole. It formed around 15,000 years ago, when sea levels were lower, and this cave lay on dry land. The
Uh-oh.
landscape has trapped you out.
Ooh. Okay, y'all. I done made my meat sauce, and I know y'all probably say it's kind of watery.
Accumulated shells,
But baby, that's all right. When you
skeletons,
get that cheese in there, I'm gonna put my cottage cheese in there. And I'm also gonna put a spoonful of sour cream in there, in that cheese sauce. And y'all probably saying, ugh, who do that lasagna like that? You cook your lasagna the way you want to cook it. And I cook mine the way I want to cook it. Y'all was getting out of this little kitchen. Yep. Now I did this before, several times before when I couldn't find. Y'all, is y'all grocery stores getting lacking? We didn't hardly have no vegetables. We hardly had no vegetables, y'all. And couldn't find the ricotta cheese. Yeah, I don't know if I want to put all this in here because it might get really thick. So, and then my son he like cottage cheese and peaches, so I might save him some.
Able to survive in toxic, oxygen-free conditions.
Yeah, save him a smidget. Let me get that. Let me get that sauce out of here. Okay. Save him a little smidget, because I know he like cottage cheese and peaches. Opening up the sour cream. Y'all, that sauce tastes good. I ain't lying. I put that sugar in there. That sugar settles the acidity of the tomato sauce. Yep. And you know what? I noticed that when people on YouTube is cooking their food, they get criticized a lot because they not wearing gloves. Baby, you in your own kitchen. Ain't nobody eating that food but you and your family. And if they ain't sick and dead yet, you must be doing something right.
Visited Pamukkale, drawn by the site's reputed rejuvenating properties.
People get ridiculed a lot. Where the gloves at? Where the gloves at? Baby, I'm old school. Back in the 70s and the 80s, we ain't never had to put on no gloves. We ain't never put no gloves on in our kitchen.
One of the largest hot springs in the world.
I don't care if you're cooking with chicken, pork, or whatever. Ain't nobody putting no gloves on. Matter of fact, they didn't even sell gloves to the public unless you had one of those, like one of those medical numbers, like you've been a doctor or a nurse. You couldn't get no gloves. Because mechanics didn't even wear no gloves when they fixed on a car. I'm like, who wear gloves fixing on a car? Okay, I got my sour cream. God damn it.
Chemical compounds in the water. Diamond Head, United States.
This. Yeah, I just splashed the sauce on my moo-moo.
Born from an explosive eruption millennia ago. It has shaped Honolulu's skyline for generations.
Not bad. But dang, I just washed my rug.
British explorers mistook calcite on the slope for diamonds, giving rise to its name.
That's what the dish rag is for, but don't wipe the floor up with it. It's just a little splatter. Don't come for me, boo. I'm going to finish my sauce and I'm going to come back and I'm going to show y'all how I layer it. Okay, y'all. Now I'm gonna show you how I layer it. And like I said, this is called a lazy lasagna. Because I ain't putting all the ingredients in there that I normally do because of my allergy, what you call it, allergy, son. So let me turn it around. Let me show you what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, now we got the cheese. Okay. The noodles. Doing it this way if I can use up more of my noodles. Okay, well, what is that? That's the Italian seasoning, y'all. Don't flip out. Ooh, let me see. Got a whole lot more in here. Ooh, got a whole lot more. Noodles. I want some noodles. I like my noodles.
Cloud waterfall. This atmospheric visual effect makes clouds appear to flow like a waterfall over mountain edges. It occurs when warm, humid air is forced up a mountain or cliff, cooling as it rises. After reaching the peak, it begins to descend
You ready to run out the door?
opposite side.
You ready to run out the door? You ready to leave? Oh, well, you got your clothes on. Yeah.
Snow monsters, Japan. Newly found on Mount South. These are trees covered in a thick layer of snow and ice. They are said to resemble monsters or fantastic creatures. This phenomenon occurs when cold winter winds freeze the tree branches, forming unusual shapes. A sea of white figures stretches down the as explodes.
Sadly, windshield chips can turn into windshield cracks. But at least you can go to safelight.com and schedule a fix in minutes. With flexible payment options, get it fixed now and pay later. Only at safelight.com. Have you seen this?
I can't control it right. I hope these people know what they're in for. Everything's falling into place.
Take action with Rogaine, the #1 dermatologist recommended brand. Rogaine. Keep your head in the game.
Hola, this is Zealand. New Zealand needs educational psychologists and speech language therapists. The role you tell a story is like a theory. I love my job and I love my life here. Life is standing tall, standing life. What are you waiting for? Hear my story. Hear my story. Hear my story.
Stone Forest of Shirley, China. This landscape resembles a petrified forest with tree-like stone formations. Around 270 million years ago, this area was submerged in an ancient sea, accumulating corals,
It's the rest of the
shells,
song.
and other marine life. Erosion sculpted the stone into
Put on
towers,
noodles.
pillars, and peaks, creating a complex rock maze. The resemblance to trees, animals, or human figures has inspired various names and legends for each formation. Salto dell'Agrio, Argentina. A waterfall surrounded by volcanic rocks with a distinctive red hue. The river carries compounds that tint its waters turquoise, while the rocks are formed from volcanic materials. The waterfall and surrounding area are parts of the Copa-Hue volcano's activities, which releases sulfur and other minerals. The Narrows, United States. This is a narrow section of Zion Canyon, located at the northern end of Zion National Park. The Virgin River carved this tight passage through sandstone, creating towering walls on either side.
Okay, y'all. I hope that a little demonstration was beneficial to you. Everything is cleaned up. I got it in the oven. It'll be in there for about 20-25 minutes because everything on there is already cooked. So you have to let it cool down, because if you don't, once you cut into it, it's gonna be soupy. So you gotta let it cool. I know you be wanting to hurry up and eat it, but you gotta let it cool, girl. So that's what you call a lazy lasagna. Okay, I'm gonna get in here and get off my feet. And I do apologize if I don't come back and show you how I played it up, because y'all, I got 2 grown men in the house. It might not be too much left to play up. Because honey, we cut down and we get to going. Okay, y'all. So I'm going to let y'all go and finish enjoying your Sunday.